Welcome to Mills Community Media's coverage of Mills Mohawk Varsity Volleyball. I'm Pauline alongside Shelly Pitts, excited to bring you tonight's action between your Mills Mohawks and Algonquin. For your Mohawks, they come in with a record 11-5. If that's not impressive enough, they're 10-2 in their last 12 games. And they are winning some games in convincing fashion. They've come off a couple sweeps. They lost a tough-fought battle to a very good Bellingham team, 3-2 in their most recent action, but definitely playing some great basketball. On the other side, Algonquin comes in 8-6. It's a non-league game. We don't know a lot about them, but we'll try to get to know them as the night goes on. Oh, did I? So, and I stand corrected. Of course, we're playing volleyball tonight, not basketball. So bear with me. I guess I'm just a man of many hats and excited for the basketball season. Maybe a Celtics comeback. Maybe that's what's on my mind, Shelly. But thanks for getting me pointed in the right direction. For your Mohawks, the volleyball team has Patrick Halloran, Ryan Fitzgerald, and Dylan Fitzgerald along the front. Henry Kiggin receives the ball. He'll serve alongside the libero, Frank DeLuca, and Leland Judkins round out your starters. Here we go. Tips off the top of the net with the first serve. Algonquin sets it. There's a swing. Leland tackles that. Kiggin chases it down. McGuire on the big swing. Off the block and out of bounds. And it's the Mohawks who strike first. 1-0 here in set number one. Henry sends it over. That's received. They pass it up front. Set to the corner. Big swing. Dug out by Leland, and that carries high. Pitches, tips off the roof, comes straight down. Mohawks can't chase that one down. So each side scores a point. Algonquin tosses it up. Nice serve. Leland, DeLuca. Free ball coming up. It just clears. Let's see, and of course that is a bit of a center line violation as the libero for Algonquin went across by about 6 feet. So Dylan McGuire back to serve for your Mohawks. Sends over a good serve. Both teams off to good starts from the service line. Nice adjustment by Pat Halloran on the set. Set a little bit off target. He reaches over, fingertips one to the center of the defense for the point. McGuire throws it up. Nice serve. Dug out. High pass up front. Off target. They send the free ball over. Kagan. Well, Leland Judkins with the swing and kill. Off the block, out of bounds. Dylan back to serve once again. Mohawks early lead 4-1 here at the Marac Gymnasium on the campus of Millis High School. As always, thank you for checking in. Leland, big swing to the corner, and it's in. Nice swing and kill by number one. Leland Judkins well above the net, finding some open space over there. McGuire dribbles, throws it up, and we're going to get a service line violation. He crossed the line. Toes wasn't by much. I see head coach DeMilla saying, yeah, about an inch. So with that, and I apologize, we do not have a roster for Algonquin. I asked for one. I didn't get one. I'll see if we can correct that at some point. And throw a different ball in as one of them got wet somehow. So number 8 for Algonquin throws it up, sends a soft one over, pass up front. Halloran, big swing, nice set by Captain Henry Kiggin, the senior, doing a nice job with that set. DeLuca will head back to the service line. 6-2 in favor of you Mohawks early here. Set number 1. Sends it over, and service error, rare service error from Frank, who certainly in my last couple of games with the team, Shelly, he's served exceptionally well. So, see if we got a little sweat on the floor. There's no easy way to say that, Shelly. It's just a sweat. And I take the towel and high-tech method of wiping it up. Better that than an injury, though, so glad that got taken care of. Big serve coming up. That's going to tip off the roof, and the free ball sent over. Big swing off the block, and they get to it. No. So off the block, out of bounds. Nice dig attempt there. And like that, Algonquin with a couple points back to back cuts into the lead 6-4 in favor of your Mohawks. Short serve, overpass. Let's see, they dig that out. Nice little defensive scramble by the Mohawks. Off the block again, Kagan digs that. DeLuca sets it back, free ball coming up. They toss it over to the middle. Set to the corners off target, they send the free. DeLuca with another set. Kagan punches over the D and finds pay dirt. Sets up like he's gonna swing, just a little short chop over. And with that, Mohawks will make their first substitution as Timmy Kraus checks in. Ryan Fitzgerald heads off. Timmy sends it over. They pass it up front. Set to the corner. Big swing. Blocked up front, but out of bounds. Number 33 for Algonquin with the swing and kill there. On its way, little miscommunication there. Dylan McGuire and Frank not on the same page. Head coach DeMilla saying, hey guys, let's talk. A little more communication there. So this one tightening up, 7-6. Serve on its way, travels long once again. Little miscommunication. This time Timmy and Frank not on the same page. Mohawks will look to tighten things up here a little bit. Serve on its way. This time it's Leland. Back to Leland. Big swing, and that's going to get put away. So Leland off to a hot start. He's got 3 kills unofficially. And he'll head back to the service line. Mohawks lead by 1, 8-7. Leland switches sides, tosses it up, punches a floater over. They set to the corner, 33 again, off the block. That's handled by Leland. And they're going to send a free ball over. Some short free balls early here. Big swing coming up. He tips over the D. Nice dig by Kraus. Set up to Leland. Big swing blocked up front. Once again, overpass. They block it out of bounds. Nice play on both sides. It's Algonquin up to the task there. They tie this one up at 8. Crazy 8s, as our friend Doug Coots likes to say, speaking of basketball. And DeLuca not going to be, let's see, can they get to it? Long free ball, hits the roof. Nice effort by the boys in the back. DeLuca almost sent that back over after a very, very good serve. Algonquin takes the 1-point lead, 9-8. Head coach Chris DeMilla will take a timeout. So will we. We'll be back in a couple seconds. All right, so your Mohawks retake the floor. I see Michael Tobin has checked into the game. Pat Halloran steps off. Serve thrown up to Luca. Digging up front. McGuire tips over the D. They react to it. Can they get to it? Overpass. They stuff it home. Dug out by Leland. Free ball by DeLuca. Good D by the Mohawks. Good adjustments. Swing over the D. Kagan dumps to the middle. Nice reaction up front. They send it over. That's headed our way. And the ball ricochets off my leg, Shelly, and that's never a good sign. So Algonquin with the point. Nice defensive effort. A little better communication on that effort by the Mohawks. Kraus steps up. Kagan over to McGuire. Big swing off the block, out of bounds. Point to the Mohawks and side out. Halloran will check back in as Tobin heads to the service line. Frank DeLuca will take a couple seconds break here. Tobin sends it over. They pass it up front. Set across. Free ball. Leland chases that one down. Halloran. Kagan dumps over. Big swing. Kraus not going to be able to reel that one in. Kraus gets caught in no man's land there. And Coach DeMilla saying, hey, a couple steps forward, a couple steps back, make the difference there. We kind of ease drop on some of that coaching. Ball sent over. DeLuca pass up front. Nice one to Kagan. Halloran, it's off target. Nice adjustment there. They'll send the free ball, try to get over the D, but they react. McGuire tips over the D. Nice layers by Algonquin. Overpass or overset. They're able to scramble, send it off. That's off target as well. Another free ball coming. Kraus up front. Kagan, Halloran swing. Off the block. And I'm going to be out of bounds. So your Mohawks inch closer, 11-10 here in set one. Some back and forth. Timmy Kraus heads off. Fitzgerald back into the game, along with Halloran and McGuire up front. Nice serve by Kagan. Set off the block. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to say fingertips. That's what I saw too. So getting a little clarification on the call. Was deflected. It landed inbounds. Either way, point to Algonquin. So Algonquin will make a substitution. Sends it over. That looks going to travel well long. Service error. Shrink the lead back to 1 for Algonquin. 12-11 as we reach the planned halfway point of this one. We'll see how that unfolds. Close game here. McGuire sends over another nice serve. Watch his serves improve all season long. DeLuca passes that up front. Kick it up to Halloran, and he kills it. Nice job by Pat. Not only a little overset there, got over the net, so he had to kill that and not touch the net. Was able to accomplish both. 12-12. McGuire, another good serve traveling our way, Shelley. Let's see where that lands. They get the free ball partially blocked. The block actually works against the Mohawks. Nice block up front. They just can't get a little bit unlucky with the rebound there. So back and forth we go. 13-12. Algonquin in the lead. A serve over. Leland, back to Leland. They block it up front. Kagan tosses it to the back corner. They failed that. Set, blocked up front. They reset that. This is an overpass. They put it away. Nice job, Ryan Fitzgerald. Pat Halloran combined to clean up the overpass. Tie this one back up at 13. Luca with another long serve. This one stays in. They failed it. Big swing. Digs it out. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds. Nice effort by Frank. Can't quite keep that one between the lines. Algonquin will make their change. Tobin has checked back in for your Mohawks. Luca receives that serve. Long set, just a bit too long for Leland. Couple points back to back for Algonquin. They have the 2-point lead here, 15-13. Number 24 for Algonquin back to serve, sends it over. Both teams serving well. And nice read. That pass attempt travels long and wide. Largest lead of the night for either, or check that for Algonquin. Mohawks have matched that lead early in the game at 4-1. Now 16-13. DeLuca passes this one up front. Kagan cross set. Big swing blocked up front. And Algonquin using their size up front. They're there early. Mohawks will need to make some adjustments there. setting to that top corner. They like to go there, but Algonquin sniffing it out now with a 4-point lead. Send that serve long, so the Mohawks will get their side out. Rouse will check in. Fitzgerald's heads off. Timmy will head back to the service line. Mohawks could use a little run here. Getting late here in set one. Libero heads back in for the Titans of Algonquin. They send it up front, back corner. They send the free ball over. DeLuca reads that nicely, lets it travel out of bounds. I'm gonna say it was deflected. Not quite sure who got the piece of that, but either way, quick side out for Algonquin Regional High School. Send it over, Leland. Tobin blocked up front. Right now, these swings are being met up front by Algonquin. Gonna have to make some adjustments here. Start tipping over that tee, maybe setting away from the block where the numbers are. Short serve to Luca Kagan. He throws it over, tries to catch the defense up front. They'll do the same. Doesn't work out for them. Mohawks get a much needed side out. Want to shrink it, cut into this lead a little bit, shrink it up. Take this one down to the wire. Right now, Algonquin starting to get comfortable. Nice serve, gonna be an ace, yes. Service ace from Leland Judkins, number 1 on the Mohawks. Leland pushes that defense back. We'll see if he goes with the change up here to that left corner. He goes deep this time. That is read well. Service error. So the Mohawks will have to settle for the 1 point off the serve. Ball is up. Set McGuire, big swing. Gonna be long, it is. Algonquin starting to impose himself here a little bit. And we are gonna get a timeout. 21-16, we'll be right back. So the Mohawks return to the floor. I see Michael Tobin with Henry King, Dylan McGuire along the front, Leland Judkins, Timmy Krause, and Frank DeLuca along the back. Safe to say the Mohawks need a side out here and a little bit of a run. Keep this from getting to set point. Nice serve. Krause handles that. Tobin punches it over. So the timeout pays a dividend. They get the ball back. Tobin will head back to the service line as DeLuca heads off. Halloran back into this one. 21-17. And that is going to catch the net and fall over. Tobin with the ace. And let me tell you, that danced along the tape for a good second or two before it dropped over. So it's Algonquin who will take the timeout, 21-18. They lead by 3. We'll be right back. So the Mohawks come out of their timeout. Algonquin, very short timeout. Coach said, hey, calm down. You got a 3-point lead. Get the side out. Try to capture set number 1. Obviously, the Mohawks have different plans. Tobin sends a more traditional serve over this time. Big swing off the block. Tobin can't get to it. Nice effort by Michael. But that'll head out of bounds. And it's Algonquin 22, Mohawks 18. Side outs critical from here. Leland sends that up. Kagan, nice set off target. McGuire's gonna he's gonna get net violation there as he bumps into the net trying to rescue the off target set. Algonquin 2 points away. Mohawks gonna need a bunch here. Serve is over, another very good serve. They go back to McGuire, big swing. They dig it out, tip over. Halloran, Kagan on the swing. Block it, throw it to the corner, and it is out of bounds. And not by a lot. Mohawks really fortuitous there. They'll send another ball in. A warm, humid May day here, Shelley, and I think sweat is at least playing a role in this one. Nice tip over, collected by DeLuca. Halloran throws it to the corner. See, can they chase it down? No. So the Mohawks pick up a couple in a row. 23-20. Love to see them keep this going. Kagan tosses it up. Nice serve, and it's an ace. Split the D. Traditional ace from Kagan. Boy, did they need it. Certainly would welcome a couple more of those. Back-to-back aces for the senior captain. Throws it up again. This one headed for the sideline. They do rescue it. Free ball's over. Halloran cleans up the overpass. That is off target. Halloran puts it away, and it's to the Mohawks. And we have a one-point game at 23-22. Toss it up. Another good serve. Punched up in the air. Free ball coming up. It is over. Leland lets it go. It's out of bounds. Point to the Mohawks, who are tied at 23. Now the Mohawks with some momentum. Throw it up. They dig that one out. Overpass tipped over. DeLuca. Kagan. McGuire throws it over. Can they get to it? Free ball's over. Halloran cleans it up and dig it out along the back line. Toss it to the front. Free ball's over. Kagan, longest rally of the night. DeLuca. Free ball coming up. They collect it. Set to the front. Corner swing off the block. Kagan gets to it. DeLuca. Kagan, big swing. Tries to put it away. Probably going up a little bit much there. And it'll be game point for Algonquin. Mohawks will look to force overtime. Exciting finish to this one. Big swing and into the net. Levin going for the big serve there. He catches the tip, and we are tied. We'll play extras. 24-24. McGuire into serve. Sends it over. Passes off target, set to the corner. Swing, long, out of bounds. And it's the Mohawks' turn for game point. McGuire and his Mohawks up 25-24. Gillen throws it over. They set to the corner. He'll tip it over. It's DeLuca. Kagan. Leland. Off the block, they say no, out of bounds, and we are tied once again, 25-25. No touch on the way through. Low liner, not long by much. Couple dribbles, here comes the serve. It's DeLuca, Kagan, Halloran, punch over, out of bounds. And now it is Algonquin's turn with the serve. And a chance to win the first set. And serve heads over. It's DeLuca. Kagan, Leland, off the block, falls to the Algonquin side, and we are tied once again. Halloran will head off, Tobin in, and it's DeLuca for the service. Frank will take his traditional double dribbles, toss it up. They field it, pass it up front. Short set, they'll tip that over. It's Kagan. DeLuca will set. Leland, big swing, blocked up front. They take it out of the net, can't get to it. And it's going to be a center line violation on Millis. And once again, both teams trying to capitalize on the advantage here. Algonquin with the ball kind of in the proverbial ad court. Serve is on its way. DeLuca passes it up front. Kigan over to Leland. Big swing off the block. Point to the Mohawks. We are tied at 27. Leland Judkins. Well, let's see. Actually, I think it's going to be Timmy Krause. I see Timmy checking in. Leland got a little excited, headed to the service line early. And fortunately, head coach DeMilla there to say, yeah, not your turn quite yet. And we're hoping you get your turn next game. So Timmy can wrap this one up. Let's see. Serve is over. Passes a little bit long. Sets off target. No touch. Mohawks point. 28-27. Krause gets his signal from the coach. He'll send it over. They pass it up front. Set to the corner. They tip over the D. And it's game to the Mohawks. Center line violation by Algonquin. Gives the Mohawks set number 1, 29-27. We'll take a break. I feel like I need one. And Shelly and I will be back for set number 2. Woo. And your Mohawks retake the floor for set number 2. Once again, welcome to Millis Community Media's coverage of Millis Mohawk Varsity Volleyball. I'm Pauline alongside Shelly Pitts from the Marac Gymnasium on the campus of Millis High School. We are getting some lineups conferred, so we'll do the same. And again, Algonquin unfortunately has not provided us with a roster for their team, so we'll just keep going with the numbers. Certainly lots of players on that Algonquin side playing well, especially up front. They've had, by my unofficial account, 8 blocks up front. Really set the tone for the comeback in set number 1. Weren't able to finish, but played extremely well. Start reading the offense of the Mohawks. Mohawks able to make a couple of adjustments late. Take set number 1, 29-27. I see Henry Kagan along with Pat Halloran and Dylan McGuire along the front. We're underway. McGuire steps into that one. He'll come back, tip over the defense. They block it again, and we're going to get a center line violation. I'm going to say it was Dylan McGuire who stepped over the center line. You can't do that in volleyball. So first point of set 2 goes to the Titans. They send it over. Kagan with the set. Halloran, big swing off the block and out of bounds. Heads into the stands. That one collected by one of the student body. I'm not quite sure who that is, but maybe we shouldn't say his name anyway, so we'll just say a Millis student here to cheer on the Mohawks. Back set off target. That's going to go into the net. Little miscommunication. Guys came up, and a rare set that really wasn't in line. Number 11 of Algonquin there, setter, has done a nice job most of the night. A little error with that one. And Kagan with another pure service ace, splits the defense. And the Mohawks pick up 3 in a row. Take the lead here, 3-1. Kagan throws up another service ace, throws the change up to the middle of the D. And right now, the Titans just trying to get on the same page. Kagan, another serve. This one is pass up front, set to the corner. Big swing, gonna be long. It is out of bounds. 5 in a row for your Mohawks. Henry this time finds the net. Service error by Mr. Kagan. Turn that ball over. The Algonquin will head back to the service line. Serve is over, passed up front, Kagan back, McGuire swing through the D, nice dig, overpass, collected, Kagan sets to Halloran, he tosses it over. Titans scrambling a little bit, they throw the free ball over, Kagan set, Halloran, big swing off time, but falls. Right now, that's kind of how things are going for the Mohawks, even the broken plays are working. Pat barely able to get a couple fingertips on that swing attempt. Turns out to be enough. Big swing. McGuire flirting with that service line again. Blocked up front, and it's going to be Algonquin. Net violation on Leland Judkins. So Titans will make a change at serve. Number 24 checking in. Take a couple dribbles, catches breath, toss it up, big swing. Judkins, Kiggin, back to Leland, swing and a kill. Leland with the ferocious swing and kill. Puts that one away, side out to the Mohawks. And Michael Tobin checks in, Frank DeLuca to serve. Well read by the back line of the Algonquin defense and their coach, who gave them a pretty good heads up early. That looked long. It was by about 2 feet. Algonquin sends it over Leland. That's going to touch the top of the roof. Is it going to come down? No. So they'll redo that point. Only here at the, I won't say only here, Shelley, but at the Morac Gymnasium, we do have a couple of air vents that run horizontally along the court on both sides. And every once in a while they come into play, as they did there. Ball goes up, doesn't come down. And Kagan with the set. Leland, big swing off the block. And that falls inbound. Mohawks hoping it would fall to the outside of the line. It does not. So the Titans cut into this early lead of the Mohawks. Now trailed by 2, 7-5. Ball is on its way to Luca. Kagan to the corner. Off the block and out of bounds. Fitzgerald with the kill. Ryan bringing some energy. So Mohawks will make sure they've timed their substitution right. Sometimes you can lose track of those positions. And in volleyball, you got to rotate in order. If you do not, it's a point to the other team. So wise of Coach DeMilla to check. Krause sends the serve on its way. Set. They dump the free over. Kiggin, Tobin. Libero digs that out. Up front, they tip over the D, and I gotta say, it's a net violation, I believe, on Michael Tobin, number 33, for the Mohawks. So Algonquin back to the service line. Timmy Krause a little unlucky as he digs that one out. They throw it over. Titans will chase it down. Free ball coming up. Here it goes. McGuire, Kiggin, across Leland, big swing and a kill. And boy, did perfect set and just an absolutely indefensible kill from Leland there. Absolutely demonstrating his skill and ability to get it well above the net. No chance for the D. He sends it over. They pass it up front. Short set, big swing, and 17 says, yeah, I can do that too. Nice swing and kill by number 17. He'll head off. Keep doing that. We welcome him taking a break. Some Mohawk fans, Shelley. Don't want to see too much of that. That was a beautiful kill. And that is going to catch the net. Service error will keep the lead at 2. Actually, sorry, check that. Increase the lead to 3. We've been floating around 2 for a bit here. So Michael Tobin, serve over. They react to the short serve. They toss it to the corner, off the block. Krause is there. Kagan dumps over the D, and he'll collect the kill. Nice play by Henry. Gets the defense spread apart, waiting for the big swing. Dumps it to the middle, and that is certainly no man's land at times for volleyball defenses. This time Tobin will find the net on that serve, so he'll head off. Frank DeLuca, the libero from the Mohawks, checks back in. Algonquin will make their own change. As Algonquin setter, number 11, sends it over. Passes off target, they'll collect it. Halloran sends the free ball deep. Mohawks reset on D. Toss up, big swing coming up, blocked up front, out of bounds off on a Titan. Point to the Mohawks, so they'll increase their lead to 4, 12-8. Kagan with the serve. Heads to the other side of the court this time. Big swing, and Leland puts his hand up. Not enough. Out of bounds off the block attempt. I'll send it across. Twelve to 9. Favor of Mohawks. Serve on its way. Looks long. It is well long. So some unforced errors playing a role here. Algonquin's had a few this set. The teams overall have served well. Hawks collect that. Pass up front to Luca with the set. McGuire into the net. So, go back and forth around this to a 3-point margin. Mohawks have managed to hold on to it. Sets a bit off target. Leland will try. Can McGuire send the deep 3 ball? No, he can't. And the lead will shrink to 2. 4 touches by the Mohawks, in case you're wondering. Awfully quiet in this gymnasium. That one heads up for the roof. Kagan digs that one down. Deep ball. Leland trying to punch it deep. Just got a little too much air under it. Travels well long. We have a 1-point game. 13-12. Couple evenly matched teams. Non-league game. Algonquin. Regional high school. Not exactly sure where Algonquin is. That's going to travel long out of bounds. But it doesn't sound nearby, Shelley. It sounds like a little bit of a bus ride. We'll do a little Google search in between sets here, but the Mohawks take a 2-point lead, 14-12. Algonquin will make a couple changes. Number 17 for Algonquin back in. Nice serve by DeLuca. They pass it up front. They're going to send a free ball over. DeLuca pass up front. Kagan set, Tobin in the middle. He's blocked. He tips over again. That was going to travel out of bounds. Tobin gets the proverbial second bite of the apple, and he puts it away off of the block attempt that travels over the net. So DeLuca is traditional. Nice serve. Frank is putting something on those. Big swing into the net. Overpass. They throw it deep, and they're going to say he carried that. Yep. So too much throw and not enough hit, I think, on that one. Serve on its way. Judkins. Kagan over to Fitzgerald. Long out of bounds. Nice swing attempt by Ryan. Just a little too much air. Didn't follow through on that. We are back to a 1-point game, 15-14. Mid-set number 2. Mohawks will take a timeout. We'll be right back. We are ready to resume action here. Back and forth we go. 15-14. Algonquin with the serve. Fitzgerald, Tobin, Kagan along the front. They pass it up front. Kagan with the cross set. Leland above the net. Kills it. Leland Judkins having an outstanding game out front. Getting good sets from his setter, Henry Kagan, and he is cleaning them up. So Timmy Kraus head back to the service line. 2-point game. Get his sign, dribble it a couple times, toss it up, and go to the libero. Swing 17, Doug, and they chase it down. No, nice effort by McGuire and DeLuca. I think it was DeLuca who got his hands on it, but not able to get enough air on that to give his Mohawks a chance to send that free ball, third ball hit over. So side shuffle on that serve. Leland kills it to Coffin corner. Right now, Leland having some fun out there for sure. Leland Tobin sends the serve, it's short. They set, it's off target, free ball. Leland pass up front, Keegan, Halloran. Nice dig by the libero. Passes off target, they'll send the free ball. Cleaned up by Henry Keegan. Rare swing and kill from the center. Takes that overpass. Takes care of business there. Leland will check in. Almost expect something hard from Leland here. Let's see, kind of medium. Off target pass, they set, 17 punches over, it's Kraus. Keegan tries to dump it over, another overpass. This time he can't clean it up. Blocked up front by number 17. He'll head off. Quick rotations here with neither team mustering much from the service line. Seeing him rotate through pretty rapidly here. Keegan back to McGuire from where we got the pass, it's blocked up front. Keegan will go back to him, McGuire, he's blocked up front, put away. So they try to go to McGuire a couple times there, he's unable to finish. And we are once again back to a 1-point lead for your Mohawks, 18-17, serve on its way. DeLuca pass up front to Keegan. Back to McGuire, big swing, and he kills this one. The libero for the Titans trying to pancake that from the floor. Can't quite get his hand underneath it. Mohawks hanging on to the lead here for most of the set, though it has been close. Tobin sends a good one over. They set to the corner. Big swing, travels long, no touch. Point to the Mohawks. So the Mohawks first to 20. Tobin sends another serve deep. He set to the corner, tip over the defense. Kraus is there. Keegan dumps it over and kills it. So Henry having some success with the fake set. Michael Tobin collects the ball. He'll serve once again. See Michael putting a little bit more on these serves. At times gets a little too much finesse. Keegan. McGuire with the kill! Perfect set from Keegan. McGuire well above the net, straight down. We're gonna get a timeout. Mohawks with a 5-point lead. Looking to close out set number 2. We'll be right back. And we are ready to resume action. Michael Tobin back to the service line. The Algonquin coach hoping the timeout derails this momentum from the box. They throw the free ball over. Kraus, Keegan, Halloran adjusts. He digs that one out. They're going to throw another free ball to Kraus, almost like deja vu. And that's going to fall over. They dig it out. That rides along the top of the net. Blocked. And it is going to be a side out for the Titans. So the Mohawks with the 4-point lead, 22-18. Bit of some broken offense and defense there for both sides. But it's Algonquin that comes away with it. Kraus throws it up front. McGuire, big swing off the block, falls on the Titan side. So the Mohawks get the side out and the point. Lead by 5 here, late set 2, 23-18. Henry Keegan, who's had really a great all-around game, offensively and defensively, but he's served well. Here's another good serve. He's got a couple true aces. They're going to send a free ball over. Titans having some trouble getting their system play going. McGuire punches over. They dig out of the back. Off target set. Let's see where that one lands. And, easy does it there. Libero goes crashing into the stands. Gets a little help from some of the fans over there. Nice effort by 26. He comes away limping a bit. 24-18, game point for Keegan and his Mohawks. Henry tosses it up. Fielded by the libero. Passes it up front. They set to the corner. Tip over the D. Keegan, Halloran blocked up front. Net violation by Algonquin, and that is going to do it for set number 2. 25-18 in favor of your Mohawks. They'll look for the sweep here as we head to set number 3. Couple good games. They'll have to work to do it. We'll see if they can. We'll be right back. And we are ready to resume action here for set number 3. Fitzgerald, Halloran, McGuire along the front with Kiggin, Michael Tobin, and Leland Judkins along the back. We'll see if we're going to get our libero change. I assume we will. As soon as the referee confirms the lineup, he is out there doing just that. He says, "You're good." So here comes Frank DeLuca. Frank really served well there in set number 2. It really set the tone towards the end there with the game fairly tight. Some just really good serving, grew that lead and kind of gave the Mohawks the momentum they never relinquished as Kiggin sends it on the way. Overpass, and McGuire, I don't think got to it. I think it hit the tape, falls on the Titan side, and Kiggin with the early point. Algonquin sets to the middle, big swing. Let's see, was it touched? No. Point to the Mohawks as it traveled well out of bounds. Kiggin wasting no time, gets the whistle and goes. That one finds the net. Henry getting a lot of serves in. That shoulder's got to be getting sore. So, Shelley, I was able to research Algonquin Regional High School. It's about 35 minutes away, so not quite as far as I thought in Algonquin, Mass. Just haven't been there personally, so I had no idea where it was. But for those at home watching on their various media devices, as always, we thank you for watching, and now you know how far Algonquin Regional High School is, which I know is critical information, Shelley. So we're tied here at 2. Serve on its way. Judkins passes it up front. Kiggin with the set. A little off target. Fitzgerald with the swing. Defense punches at it, tips it over. Kiggin, Halloran punch at it again. Some nice defense. Tip over the D. Halloran gets a hand on it. Extends the play. Kiggin throws it deep. Toss it up front. Set to the back. It's off target, so they send a free ball over. Halloran once again. Dug out, but out of bounds. So libero gets his hands on it, but can't keep it on target. And that'll travel wide. McGuire throws it up, and they dig that out. Nice tip over by the setter, number 11 of Algonquin. Set is off target, but it's gonna, wait, and they're gonna say center line violation. I thought I saw that as well, actually. So we are tied at 3. That's fielded by Judkins. Halloran tries to stuff it over. He's blocked, but he punches that back up in the air. Kiggin throws the free ball over. They pass it up front. Set to the corner. Big swing off the net. Falls inbounds. Point to the Titans. They'll take the 4-3 lead here in set number 3. You know, Shelley, I feel like I should do the Doug Coots celebrity sightings. You know, Doug's famous for those during the basketball season. So we'll, after this play, Kiggin, Leland. Wow, nice dig. They field that. Looked like Judkins was going to pick up his latest kill. Algonquin up to the task. Let's see if they can build some momentum off of that. They are scrambling here. Mohawks putting some pressure on them. McGuire, nice job to put that free ball over. Let the defense regroup. Big swing, blocked up front. Halloran sends a free ball over. They set, big swing coming up. Dug out by Kiggin. Longest volley of the night. McGuire, miss hit into the net. And it's Algonquin who comes away with the point there. And head coach Chris DeMilla will call timeout. So you'll have to wait a couple extra seconds to find out who the celebrity is. We'll be back with that and some more of set number 3 coming up. So the Mohawks and the Titans retake the floor. I think for the Mohawks, 5-3 game, early set 3. Energy's dipping a little bit. It is warm in the gymnasium. And I think it's just a breather for both teams at this point. It's going to pay a dividend. We get a miss hit service error. from the Titans will shrink that lead to 1. And our celebrity sighting, 2024 grad, 4-year varsity player, girls volleyball, Liv Matthews, in attendance tonight. Liv, one of my personal favorite players from that group that had a lot of success, couple quarterfinal and semifinal appearances over the last couple of years, led by head coach Liz Katz. Looking forward to that season in 25-26 school year, but we'll keep working on this one before we get to that one, shall we? So we're going to get off the block, point to the Titans there. So welcome back, Liv Matthews. Algonquin will make their change and send number 24 to the service line. And we got a score adjustment as well. So we have, nope, okay. Now it went 5-5, then 6-5, then back to 5-5, but now it's 6-5. I think that's right. Either way, service error is going to make it 6-6 if you're keeping track at home. Set number 3 tied up at 6. Timmy Krause heads in. He'll go to the service line. Brian Fitzgerald will take a break. We'll check in along the front line with Tobin, Kagan, and Leland Judkins, McGuire, DeLuca, and of course, Timmy Krause on the back. Good serve, sent up front, nice set, big swing coming up, and that's no touch by the Mohawks. Ball travels out of bounds, point to the Mohawks. They retake the lead at 7-6. Ball sent over, set across, big swing, Krause. Not so much dug it out as got hit with it, but Mohawks not able to chase that one down. That is a couple big hitters up front for the Titans. They can certainly, when they get those quality sets, can bring it. They have. Leland to Kagan, back to Leland. They're up front at 17 on the block. Leland will tip over him this time. They got layers. They'll send it up front, off the block. Kagan dumps it over. They send the free ball. Tobin tries to clean it up. They dig it out. Another long rally here. Krause, Kagan dumps it over and kills it. Henry Kagan, officially his 4th kill of the night. Rare numbers for a setter. I'll wait for our whistle here. We get it. Leland gets his sign from the coach. Most of the time that is position more than hit, though they will mix up the big hits, the big serves and little ones. They tip over Henry Kagan into no man's land. Mohawks side out to the Titans. And we have crazy 8s again in this set, 8-8. Both first set, second set, very good games. Tobin cleans up the overpass. Dug out nicely by Titans, but its pass travels over the net. Tobin puts it away for the kill. He'll head to the service line. Pat Halloran checks back in, number 10 for your Mohawks. Junior captain. Send it over, off target. They do get it off the deflection. Tobin can't dig it out. And back and forth we go. Stop if you've heard this story before, but lots of early ties. The Mohawks have been able to finish. See if they can do that again here as we are 9-9. Kagan Halloran, big swing, bounces around and falls to the floor. So Algonquin front line turned around, getting ready for the set. A little bit of deflection. We are going to take a timeout, I think primarily to get a substitution in line for your Mohawks. So Mohawks 10, Titans 9. We'll take a moment. So the Mohawks leverage their timeout. Looks like one of the players needed a little bit of some, I guess, ankle support, get a little work done in that timeout by athletic trainer extraordinaire Patrick Dalton of Millis. Overpass, Halloran can't quite put it away, tips it over. They send this same type of tip back. McGuire high above the net, kills it. Off the block, stays on the Algonquin side. Kill for McGuire. Henry, nice serve, just clears the net. Gonna try to send a quick one over. It travels out of bounds. Unforced error there. King gets the whistle, tosses it up. It's gonna catch the net. Was a little bit off time with that jump serve. Unforced service error there. For the Mohawks, 2-point lead, 12-10 here in set number 3. Nice dig out. Swing coming up off the block, falls harmlessly. Little miscommunication there on the Algonquin side. McGuire back to serve. It's a good one over. They pass it up front. Set to our side, off target, free ball. DeLuca, Kagan over to Leland. Big swing off the block and out of bounds. Number 25 blocked that with the top of his head and deflected about 40 feet to the back wall. And slow that down and rewind it at home. Check that one out again. No harm on that, he's fine. Over, pass was off target, they tip it over. Kagan, Fitzgerald, no angle there. Ryan discussing it with his coach, but just shoulders never got square, never really in position. A lot to ask on that swing attempt. So it'll be a side out, 14-11, serve on its way. Leland, he'll recollect the set, tips over the D. Nice read there by Leland, that's a nice adjustment. They tip over the free ball. Halloran tries to send it right back where it came from. And that's gonna head out of bounds. He got one hand on it. Needed to get two to keep that in bounds. Deflects off the angle. Couple dribbles, serve on its way. Looks wide, it is. So nice read by the D. Mike Tobin back into the game. Halloran comes off DeLuca to the service line. DeLuca serving well. Offline. Fitzgerald cleans that up. Set just traveled over the net. Pretty easy cleanup for Ryan, who's got some ups, can play above the net. Puts that one away quick and easy. Frank feeling the serve here, sets 2 and 3. He's been good, blocked up front, they dig it out. Tobin sends it right back. So the dig out travels over the net. Essence an overpass. Mohawks starting to stretch the lead a little. They are 17, Titans 12. And that's gonna travel long. Kind of a poorly timed service error. Frank's been serving well. Would have liked to have kept that momentum going. Really a chance to put away set 3. See if the Mohawks can collect the quick side out, get back to work on the service end. Serve is on its way. It's short. DeLuca, nice job digging it out. Sends the free ball over. They set to the middle. Big swing. DeLuca's there again. Another overpass. This one's put away. It's number 33 of Algonquin. Cleans up. Bunch of overpasses. Eventually one gets put away. McGuire sends it up front. Kagan over to Leland. Hit off target, takes the half swing. They set to the corner. Big swing coming up, and it's killed. And I think we're going to see if we're going to get a timeout here. Not quite yet, 17-15. I thought head coach DeMillo might try to stop this right here. 3 points in a row for Algonquin Regional High School. They send that serve over, travels long, well read by McGuire. That'll go out of bounds. So the Mohawks get their side out without the timeout. So that's why he's the coach and I'm the broadcaster, I guess. It's the right decision, Jelly, I think. Kraus sends it over. He fielded it. Could have been long. Big swing off the block. DeLuca's there for that. Free balls to the corner. Nice free ball there. The set sent over. Timmy digs it out. DeLuca. Kigan. Reset on the defensive side. Big swing coming up. He catches the tape. Number 17 of Algonquin, who's been dangerous when lined up. Can't quite put that one home. Mohawks dodge a bullet there. Kraus sends it deep. They set, 33, big swing. Kraus sends it back over on the dig. He sets to the other side, big swing, and 17 this time is true. He puts it away, side out. Algonquin battling to the end, trying to force a fourth set. They send it over, McGuire up front, off target. Kagan Tobin tips over the defense, free ball. Kagan, Leland tips over the D and he puts it away. Couple back-to-back kills by the tip over by Leland. He's had some very nice kills all night long. Those of the finesse variety. He's made the adjustment. Algonquin's done a nice job blocking up front. Leland toss up, good serve on its way. Passes, gonna cause some problems. Nice job by DeLuca to get a hand on that. McGuire tips it over, the defense resets. Free ball coming, let's see what they can do here. Kraus, Kagan dumps it over and kills it. His fifth of that variety. Henry Kagan taking what the defense gives him. It's been effective, not an easy play. So Leland with the 5-point lead and the ball sends it over. Passes off target. It does stay inside the boundary. Not by much. McGuire, big swing off the block and out of bounds. And they're going to say, see what the call is here. Referee's going to confer here. We'll take a quick second, see what the call is when the R2 and the R1 check in. I had it off the Algonquin player there. She's saying off the net. Let's see what the call ends up being. All right, so the referees have conferred. I'm going to agree with the chair umpire, referee number 1, saying it deflected off the net out of bounds. No touch by Algonquin. So side out, 4-point lead for your Mohawks, 21-17. Serve on its way. McGuire to Kagan. Tobin dumps it over. He's blocked up front. Nice job by Kagan off the net. Again, not easy plays. Mohawks are making some good ones. Nice dig. Kagan, McGuire stuffs it home. Side out and play to the Mohawks. Michael Tobin back to the service line. DeLuca heads off. Terrific play by the libero. Keeping plays alive, just doing a lot of the little things. Locked up front, they can't finish it. Falls on the Mohawk side, side out. Tobin heads off. DeLuca back in. 4-point game, 22-18. Mohawks would love to collect the side out here. Would really give them a great opportunity. Kraus, Kagan, McGuire, big swing. Can they get to it? No, they cannot, so they do get the side out. First to 23. 23-18, 5-point lead. Mohawks looking to finish another sweep. And there's going to be another ace in the same window, splitting the 33 and 26, the libero. Kagan has split them 3 times tonight, all for true aces, 24-18. Kagan and they get to it. No. And game, and the Mohawks complete the sweep. So the Mohawks once again collect another sweep, and they win 3-0. And I'd love to tell you what number of sweeps that makes for your Mohawk team on the season. So we'll take a quick look. As always, I want to thank the administration for allowing you to bring you this action. This is the Mohawks' sixth sweep, unofficially sixth sweep of the year. 3-0 wins in 3-0. Currently 12-5, rated number 21 in the MIA Division II. Mohawk team is playing some of their best volleyball this season. They're going to look to continue that as we bring you the final couple weeks of the season. For Shelly Pitts, I'm Paul Eaton. On behalf of Mills Community Media, I want to thank you for watching. Once again, the Mohawks finished the third set 25-18 to complete the sweep against the Algonquin Regional High School Titans tonight. As always, we appreciate you watching. Thank you and good night.